Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. Goes underneath for Bell. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And here are the defensive starters, and their coordinator is hoping that they have short-term memories from last week.
A very tough week indeed, Brandon. All they want to do now is be solid right out of the gate. No big plays given up early.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Breeze going to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Travis Carey there to make the tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Ready. We're ready. Hey. You got 3.
From the gun on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was trying to get it off to Jamal Charles there. And it's 2nd down. And now this offensive unit, we get a look at their starters. They put up good numbers last week looking to carry that forward.
Yeah, Brandon, they saw the numbers from last week. They expect to at least replicate them.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Zach Brown in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. 2nd down, sacked by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see. From the gun, here's Smith. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They'll go again with Bell. Room here to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. After the penalty, it's Bell. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Line 5-5. Line 56. Line 56. Easy offset. Bring it down, fellas. Bring it down.
They come up in an offset eye. On 3rd down, here's Bell. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm hearing my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And the linebacking core could certainly be crucial today.
They do everything really, really well. Fly to the football, defend the pass, you name it, they do it, as well as set the defensive front.
Now Smith, a dump off for Charles. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Going underneath for Charles. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to...
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 2nd down following the run.
We got 3.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll roll him out right. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out now come the Lions. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Check. 13. Alert 3. Check.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
His tight end, Jordan Cameron, the intended target. And it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On 1st and 10, Smith out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. Brief break in the action here. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll dump it off to Procise. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense, hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Smith. It's complete to Parker left side. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And Murray's kick is up and good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. And his kick is right through. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. The final shot before half for Breeze. Going up top. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Hey.
On 2nd down, Jamal Charles. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Time running out here on the play clock. A first down carry here for Charles. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
They slot Gronkowski outright. They'll try the air now with Smith. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Brees going to throw.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Brees. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That one goes for 24 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Into the red zone, it's Brees. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Brees looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down in bounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really, by the way?
That he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the 3rd. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going underneath for Charles. A pickup there of 36. And it's good enough for a Pittsburgh 1st down.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Charles. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. 3rd down now following the run. The play clock's running down. Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Back now at Ford Field. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. On 4th down, Smith. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Rashard Matthews, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd down now after the incompletion.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game, and boy, they've really
got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Rashard Matthews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. That's complete. It's Gordon. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. And the D looking like they may blitz. On 1st down, it's Smith. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They go play action here on 1st down. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Rob Gronkowski, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is good. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Breeze throwing on second down. And he will find his man on the outside. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch. It looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. A screen to Bell. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. You know, the running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Grady Jarrett in there to get him for a loss of 5. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. To throw, it's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A good pickup there, a 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to his left. This is Bell on the dump off. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Caught left side, Williams. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing now, Smith. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Here's Smith now on second down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Third and long, it's Smith. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Stevie Johnson was the intended receiver. Now fourth down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
On fourth down, Smith. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. They go play action here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a